like to call the October 8th, 2025 meeting of the Ogden Town Board together. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd ask you to remain standing for a moment of silent reflection and prayer for our military servicemen and women serving around the world, as well as for our first responders. Thank you. Well, thank you all for being here tonight. This meeting of the Town Board. Our first action tonight is approval of the minutes, Resolution 244 of the September 10th Town Board meeting.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Councilman Baker, seconded by Councilman Hinman. Any discussion on this? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next is Resolution 245, approving the minutes of the September 24th Town Board meeting.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Councilman Gerbino, seconded by Councilman Toms. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next, we have privilege of the floor. It's an opportunity for anybody from the community to come and address the board on a topic of their choosing. This is our time to listen and to hear you out. And if there's anybody here that would like to address the board at this time, please come forward, state your name and address.
Good evening. My name is Brian Brisky. I live at 333 Washington Street. I'm here to talk about the speeding on Washington Street again. I'm fully cognitive of the challenges the police department faces with staffing and budgeting. But it's, in the 28 years that I've lived here, it's just getting worse and worse. It's out of control. 5 weeks ago on a Sunday night, I saw yet another fatality, 3 doors north of me with a cat on a bike. We heard him going by. You hear him going by all night. But when you hear him going by and then the noise just stops, you know what happened. You know they hit the curve. On a more personal level, at the end of last week, I had to go out and pick up my newspaper and my mail out by the street. I walk with a cane. I wish I was a little more stable than I am, but I'm not. I always look north towards those curves to see if there's anybody coming before I step out in front of the mailbox. Hardly any day goes by that someone's not going by there at 50 miles an hour plus. It's a 35-mile-an-hour road. I generally start with a hand gesture saying slow down. Depending on their reaction, other hand gestures come into play. I'll bet you once every 5-6 weeks someone comes back and challenges me on that. I'm tired of the confrontations, but I'm also not going to lay down and let this keep going on. At the end of last week, there was nobody coming from the north. I stepped out in front of my mailbox to get my mail. I turned around and this guy was doing, I'm guessing, in excess of 55 miles an hour. I politely did this, and he laid on his horn and jerked his wheel over to the right as if he was going to run me over, and then at the last minute he jerked it back over. That could have gone really wrong. I understand it's a challenge to the town throughout the town. There's a lot of speeding, I have people passing over in double yellow all the time. Since that happened, I've taken to not using my cane when I go out to get my mail. I walk with a Louisville Slugger. I'm not saying I'm going to do anything with it, but it might instill a little fear into somebody. I'm just asking that the town come up with some kind of solution for this. Maybe not even just for Washington Street. I mean, something's got to be done. They said this kid that died 5 or 6 weeks ago, that was on him. But I don't want to be the guy that gets hit by somebody else that's driving like an idiot. So, I just wanted to voice that. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Is there anybody else that wishes to address the board at this time? Seeing none, I'll close privilege of the floor. Next, we have reports and remittances, Resolution 246.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Councilman Tom, second by Councilman Baker. Is there any discussion on this? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next, Town Audits Resolution 247.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Councilman Tom, second by Councilman Baker. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. There are no correspondences, so reports from town officers. Number of things here. We had the Pineway Ponds 5K, a great, successful event each and every year. I'm very grateful to our Parks and Rec leader, as well as the staff that hosted this event. Proceeds this year went to Girls on the Run, which is a great organization, and happy to have been part of that. I did get, I think, the third year in a row, so I must be crushing this. Got to do the coin toss. Not at the actual homecoming game. I guess I'm not that good, but I got to do the Powder Puff game, so that's pretty great. And which is a wild event if you have never gone. The place is packed, and so just a great community event. Honored to have been invited again. We continue to have our meetings to update our annual Christmas event. This year, Friday, December 5th. At the community center here. We've also been working with the group that will be putting on their second annual event on Sunday that same weekend, so working in collaboration to just make a fun weekend for the residents here. A couple other things. We attended the grand opening of a new organization here to our region, AJ Letizio Sales and Marketing in Enterprise Center. It's incredible. It is an incredible company, national brand that decided to invest here in Ogden, and we're really excited to have them. BOCES 2, they have been working, as you guys know, since especially January when we went to the annual Association of Towns event, really advocating that we're able to put together programs for a lot of the positions that we have in municipal government that aren't like a degreed position. I think of things like the town assessor. And I joke, but it's really not that much of a joke, that I never once had a kid in my 10 years of teaching high school saying, when I grow up, I really want to be a town assessor. Never happened. But those are really, really important positions. There are a lot more positions like that. So I've been working with BOCES actually to see if there are certificated programs that they can get into things like building maintenance, HVAC, even more, building inspection. And so they actually are starting an apprentice program for building maintenance. And we got together with a whole bunch of municipal partners. City of Rochester was there to try and launch this. And this program that I attended is actually in agriculture. So we went to visit Springdale Farm that was hosting their Careers in Agriculture open house at Springdale Farm. Kids, high school kids from all over the place that are participating in real work experience type things. It was really great to see. We also were able to give a recognition on behalf of the board to the First Congregational Church, otherwise known as the White Church. 175-year anniversary of that church in their operations. So that was a wonderful event, actually chaired by our village or our town historian, co-chaired by the village historian. So a really great event for everybody that attended that. We have our fall newsletter is coming out very soon. Lots of great updates in there for all the residents to read. Today we also had, as we've kind of advertised, free screenings for employees, but also for residents. The Rochester Regional Health Mobile mammography, is that mammography? I always say mammogram. Unit was on site here at Town Hall, and just another great partnership that we've stepped into really real recently. Want to let the board know that we are continuing to work on the next steps for our water infrastructure study. We have to take stock of what the consultant has been advising and really take a good look at at taking the full map, which is what we put out there, and start to really identify if there are neighborhoods that are just like 90% no, take it off the table. If there's neighborhoods that are 90% yes, try to refactor that in and really figure out where we can go from there. And then it becomes a door-to-door process where they really, really get to understand more than just a survey. So we're going to continue to work on that, and probably by next month, we'll have a little bit of an update on those. And then the board gets to give some direction on what we want to do with the consultant from that standpoint. So we did announce that we finally got Amazon over the threshold to open their doors. And since then, there's been some noise complaints. I think that's going to happen. But we looked into it, and we really were kind of trying to figure out what was going on. And basically, what was happening is they rented these attachments to the trucks, and Amazon's trucks have these noise deadening type devices on this thing. Do you know what it's called? It's called like
Yard horse?
Yard horse, but they called it something else. And obviously, you want to have.
Trailers around?
Yep, you want to have some emergency type sounding things when you're backing up, but they call this white noise. And what they didn't do is use Amazon's version in this. They rented them, so we're like, you need to change them out. So we sat down with Amazon this week, and they agreed to a whole series of instant fixes between that, lighting, switching out fixtures, really making it amenable for the residents that are right there. But we've actually had some conversations about them making a more permanent type of solution that's over there. That is something they don't necessarily have to do because it already went through the planning process and was already approved as is, so this would be something that they're doing. I reminded them that they want a second facility, so that was a fun conversation. And so I'm really grateful that they literally came out to here to literally take a look and listen and hear complaints and address it. So we should see an immediate solution within the next week or two, and then an even better fix for basically all of the noise over there to come is kind of the way that they put it. So that is the update from me. Councilman Baker.
Not much. The only real thing is I had an opportunity, as I assume the rest of you did, to attend late Supervisor Gay Lenhardt's calling hours at the White Church, and it was a very sad, but it was also very joyous occasion to see so many people that came out to celebrate her life, and I had a chance to talk to her daughter Robbie and a lot of the friends, and it just really brought back a lot of good memories for me. So, and Robbie and the family appreciated everybody, from the town that was coming there. So, like I said, it was one of those occasions where you were sad, but you were also very happy to see that she was revered and loved by so many people. So it was good. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Gerbino.
Nothing to report.
Councilman Hinman.
I don't have much, but I was at that Powder Puff game, which I do. It was a very, very fun, and I was surprised at how big that thing was. Yeah, my daughter competed, so it was fun to watch, and so that's about it. That's all I got.
No comment on how my coin.
Yeah, I think you need to improve your coin. I think there's some issues you can maybe work on, but other than that, you did okay.
Thanks. Councilman Toms.
No report.
Doug Case, Highway Superintendent.
Thank you. Leaf collection has begun around town. We're cruising through collecting leaves weekly, and as it gets heavier, we'll be adding trucks onto that. But right now, we've been managing it with one, as the crews still finish up brush collection for this month too. Also, they are out with the dry weather. We've been able to do some stormwater maintenance around our stormwater maintenance facility ponds in the town. I'm working on those, and I'm happy to report that as of yesterday, the highway department is using the fuel island. It's up and running, and we will roll out the rest of our town facility vehicles in the near future, once we get our hands on the reporting and billing part of it. And work on doing the next agreements with the
Great.
other partners that wanted to partner with us on that, so.
Very good.
And thanks to Deputy Superintendent Todd Ritzenthaler for doing some of the on the back end of it. There's been some paperwork and different plans we're working on, registering with DEC and different things that have been going on, and he's done a lot of that with that, so.
Todd.
Good spot. Thank you.
Noel Burley, Town Clerk.
So we are wrapped up, well, we're still actually working on school tax collection, but we're wrapping things up. It's been a rough season for a lot of us in this business. M&T was not at their best. Lots of towns were having some issues, so it's been a struggle. This was a rough year all around with lots of different crazy things, so. Hoping to finish things up. We'll collect late payments till the end of October. Talked with the supervisor. We have an opportunity to attend a training. Town clerks, we meet every 3 months, and they're holding a training. Monroe County's putting on a training regarding e-tax, and I feel it would be very, very beneficial for all of us to attend. So on Friday, September 17th, from 9 until 12, I'm not shutting the office down because Donna will still be here, but there will be really technically nobody in the office to handle some items. So we'll do our best to work with Christian to put that on our Facebook and our website, but for a couple of hours on Friday the 17th, we'll be closed attending a training. It's really the first time in my 10 years that we've actually had nobody in that office. So I feel bad, but yet I feel it's important for all of us to attend this training. So that's all I have.
Very good. That actually reminds me that I should make sure that the board knows, and then we'll have posted. We have our annual Employee Appreciation Fall Fest on October 24th. We do end up closing Town Hall early that day. What time is that?
Closing town hall at
1.
1:30, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
We'll be here, but we're closing at 1, yeah. Okay, thank you. All right, there being no other unfinished business, let's go ahead and go through new business, Madam Clerk.
Resolution 248, authorizing the acceptance of a donation from the Spencer Rotary Club to the Ogden Police Department.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Gerbino, seconded by Councilman Hinman. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Item carries, and our thanks, of course, for the donation. Next, please.
Resolution 249, authorizing the acceptance of donation to the Ogden Special Police.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Hinman, seconded by Councilman Gerbino. Any discussion? Again, our thanks in the memory of former Police Chief Russ Rule. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Before the next item is read without objection, I'd like to pull Resolution 251 out of order and ask that be considered first. So Resolution 251, approval to add the title of Senior Recreation Leader to the Town of Ogden's 2025 full-time and part-time wage schedule.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Tom, seconded by Councilman Hinman. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Now, consideration of Resolution 250, authorizing the promotion of Jonathan Preston to the competitive position of Senior Recreation Leader for the Town of Ogden Parks and Recreation Department.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Gerbino, seconded by Councilman Baker. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next, please.
Resolution 252, authorizing Ogden Town Supervisor Mike Sale to execute a 2025-2026 SALT agreement with Monroe to Orleans BOCES.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Baker, seconded by Councilman Toms. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next, please.
Resolution 253, scheduling a public hearing on the 2026 preliminary budget for Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025 at 7 PM.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Baker, seconded by Councilman Thomas. Any discussion?
Hinman.
Hinman.
Moved by Councilman Baker, seconded by Councilman Hinman, which I literally wrote down. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. I'd ask for a motion to adjourn to work session.
So moved.
Second.
Second, Councilman Hinman. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we are adjourned to work session at 7:20.